Hey, what's up everybody? This is Angry Hippie Lady, and we are back here in Youcraft, but it's not just any old episode in Youcraft. Just a few days ago, we reached 100 subscribers, and I promised that I would do something a little special, a Q&A, so I asked to get a few questions from you guys, and I figured I would answer a few maybe questions that people might not know because they've come later on and I haven't talked about them in a while, because I think the last time I even said my real name was, God, I don't even know, probably back when I only had 20 or 30 subscribers. So I figured I'd add in some basic information that maybe people that had been around for a while didn't think to ask. So I'm Angry Hippie Lady. My real first name, and most people only know my first name, but my real first name is Brittany. My parents spelled it really weird, and it has the A-N-E-Y. It's all in there. I am looking for quartz, and I don't know where it's at. Figured I'd build while I answer questions and talk about myself a little bit, because then I don't have to think about it so much, because I don't like talking about myself that much. I am 22 years old, and I have been making YouTube videos for probably going on 4 years. My first channel was Angry Hippie Lady, and that's why I call myself Angry Hippie Lady. That was like the URL thing on my original channel and all that good stuff. Let's take some of these. Hope you like the sound of opening chests, because there's going to be a lot of that, because none of this is labeled. What's in this? Aha! Quartz! I found it. Let's get some stone or cobble. That works too. I also want some stone though. There's a little bit in here. Aha, here's some. Let's see, what else? Games I have played in the past. I've been playing Minecraft for 5 years. 5? 5 sounds right. I feel like I've been saying 5 for a couple of years now, though. Sorry, I'm breathing the mic a little bit there. I, of course, use... The thing is a lot of the games that I've played in the past, I've probably played on my channel. So it's a little difficult for me to... And also, I have a really bad memory, so there's that. But, you know, I've played a lot of silly games like World of Goo and stuff like that. I played that at my brother-in-law's house a couple times. I need to take this up here with me, actually, because I'm tired of running down here just to make a couple of blocks and then have to run all the way back up there. Did I actually pick that up? Yeah, I have one spot just for it. Probably until very recently, I would have said that the first game I ever played was like Mario, the Mario game for Game Boy Advance. I think it was the 89? Oh god, I'm terrible. See, I'm really bad at remembering things. Oh, that's actually wood. That is not... Let's actually do a little thingy thing right here, for reasons for later. And we'll just kind of block that off. But actually, it was my first game I ever played was Duck Hunt, and you know, we had like the little tiny guns and all that, the little orange guns. We had all that. Me and my dad would play, and it was like a super special thing. And we played other games together, like Tekken 5, which was much later. That was on the PS2. My mom wanted to encourage me to not play video games. She wanted me to be more girly. That didn't work, because here I am. So yeah, that's just a couple of the games that I've played in the past. I used to be more of a PS2 gamer, and over the years I've kind of switched over to PC and realized how amazing PC is, and that I can't actually play in, well, now I used to be pretty good on the controller, but now I can't play with a controller. I'm very clumsy with it and stuff like that, so I don't play any console games at all now. Let's do a little, it's all different over here. Should I actually, I don't have a pick on me. I need a pick. Yeah, I feel really awkward right now because it's simply because I've dedicated this episode to talking about myself. Like, usually I talk about myself, but I don't know, I don't make it so obvious. I don't know. I don't know why this one feels so different. Maybe I feel rushed or something, or maybe it's because I kind of forgot about this. Even though it's Saturday, it's been a really weird day. I don't know. It's a multitude of reasons, I'm sure. Oh, there's a pic right there. That's nice. Nice when things work out like that. Let's see. I went to East Carolina University, and I've talked about this a couple times. I went through a lot of stuff. One of many things is I went out of the country to be with to meet my long distance boyfriend, and before that I kind of had an inkling that I was not happy with what I was doing in my life at the time anyway. But when I came back, I had no desire to continue until I figured out, you know, what I was wanting to do in my life. And because, you know, it's expensive going to college, and I didn't want to waste the money. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. But I did attend East Carolina University for 3 years, and I switched majors a couple times, and was never completely happy. I never felt really satisfied with what I had picked, and I went in originally. I wanted to be in elementary ed and or early ed or whatever they call it, and none of the classes were actually open by the time I got to it. Everybody else had already filled up the classes, so then I was like, okay, well then I'll just go for, and I think I ended up with what was it? It was it wasn't journalism, but it wasn't English major either. I don't know. It was, I can't remember now. But I ended up in that, and I didn't even take one of those classes because I was taking, you know, general education classes, and one of those happened to be a geology class. And it was with the professor that the first one was with a professor that I thought I liked, and then I got later on in the in geology, and she actually was the same one that got me out of it, because well, there was a lot of reasons. It wasn't strictly her, but she was definitely a motivating factor. I don't know if I've told this story here, but when I first started her class, I walked in there, took a quiz, and on that quiz, you know, it wasn't a graded quiz. It was supposed to be like an assessment of what you knew already, so that she would kind of have an idea of where the class stood knowledge-wise. And she wrote on my quiz that I was going to fail her class and all that stuff. Turns out she did that to quite a few people. And for a bit, that kind of strengthened me to, you know, try and show her that that was not what was going to happen. Turns out I did get out of her class, just barely. But every day that I would get out of bed, it felt like I wanted to die, and I was severely depressed. Because of, especially on geology days. And I would just not want to even be alive. So that was the beginning of the end for geology and me. And still find geology interesting and all that stuff, but I can't see myself spending the rest of my life in a lab or teaching students and analyzing rocks. But for fun, yeah, I can see myself doing that for fun. But for a job, no. So I took a lot of writing classes and stopped taking geology classes, and had a lot of fun in that. But I was still feeling very depressed, and at times suicidal. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I dropped out also. Until further notice, at least. I do plan on eventually going back. It's just a matter of figuring out what I'm gonna do. Because I really, I want to be sure the next time I go in. I want to be sure of what I'm doing and what I want and all that stuff. And I want to be in a better place mentally and everything. So yeah, that's my school stuff. Somebody asked, what future games do I want to play? Funny you ask, because I don't know. I feel like I'm out of the loop a whole lot whenever it comes to games. Like I don't sit around kind of looking at articles or whatever of what games are coming out. I could tell you theoretical games that I would like to play that might never come out, like Left 4 Dead 3. I don't care about Half-Life 3. You all can get out. I don't even care how much backlash I'm gonna get for that. I really didn't like the Half-Life series, so... And I did play part of the first one. I found it really boring. And I saw my boyfriend play the second one, and the whole time I was just really bored. And I actually fell asleep more than once. It was alright, just not my kind of game. And I'm more interested in Left 4 Dead. So that's a theoretical game I would like to play. I'm kind of paying a little bit of attention to the 6th installment of Elder Scrolls. I don't know if there's any official, hey, it's definitely gonna come out things, but, you know, just kind of little whispers here and there. I'm making sure that all these are built the way they're supposed to be built. I wouldn't mind playing that. I don't know. Fallout 4 has been something that I've been thinking about since I've been playing Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is interesting. So far I'm having a lot of fun. I'm starting to figure the game out a little bit. I'm still not great at it, but I'm definitely starting to kind of get a hang of it. So maybe Fallout 4 is in the future. It would definitely have to go on sale before I could potentially afford it. But yeah. Let's go ahead and... I can't replace it all at once because there's a guy in there, but hey, how's it going? Okay. And there we go. Other than that. I mean, there's games that I have on my Steam that I plan on playing for the channel eventually, and I keep on saying this, but I just never get around to it because I have games that I'm playing currently, and I've got games that I'm bringing in or back or whatever. But here, let me tab out and look at Steam real quick. I plan on playing Alice Madness Returns eventually, because I bought that game, gosh, I don't know when. Game purchase was 11/1/2013. So I've had that game for 2 years and I haven't put any time into it. But I remember seeing the beginning of it and I was like, I really want this game, so I didn't watch it. I have a couple of games that I've acquired because of YouTubing. 8-Bit Boy, I plan on playing at some point. Crystals of Time, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to play that for the channel, but I do have it installed. Doorways, the Underworld, you guys, y'all saw the review that I did of that, and I plan on playing that some more. Glormkin Warrior, The Trials of Glork, I have thought about playing. I'm not totally sold on it one way or another. I've thought about playing Half-Life for you guys, but like I said before, I'm not all that interested in it. Hey, you want to make an appearance in the... My dog is making a bunch of noise. I'm sure you can hear her. Do you hear that? She sounds so beautiful. Okay, Project Explorer, once again, not so sure, but I have it because of this. And Unturned, I have... it's a free-to-play thing that some kid made a while ago. I've played a little bit of it, but I thought about playing it with some friends for the channel, and just never have gotten around to it. Should we do Netherrick right here, maybe? Oop. Okay. So those are channels. Those are possible series that you can look forward to eventually. I don't know when. There's no way I could tell you when. Just because I don't know how long it's going to take me to play certain games, and I don't know how long or when I'm going to be able to get people willing to play and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a matter of when and all that stuff. That one's taken care of. So why did you start making YouTube videos, and what was the first channel you subbed to? This is a very difficult question for me to answer. I had to think about my motivation of starting, but also, who on earth did I first sub to? And I have to say that probably the first person I ever subbed to was Fred. You know, that really screechy guy with all the energy and stuff like that? He's not so screechy anymore. He sounds like a normal person now, and she is driving me up a wall. Stop it. Okay. She's like rubbing her nose with her paw, and it's driving me wild. I need some more netherbrick. Have I been using those by accident? No. Okay, no. I got those from the thing. So I'm pretty sure that's the first YouTuber I ever subscribed to. Now, gaming YouTuber is different. Gaming YouTuber I first subscribed to was either Good or BOO. They were not only the first Minecraft YouTubers that I ever saw, but they were probably the first gaming YouTubers I ever watched. And I found them because of... I can't remember if I found Good's 404 challenge first, or if I found BOO and Good's Let's Play of Legendary, Super Hostile Map by Vex. And, oh, why are clouds on? It's in video. Ha. Get out of here. So yeah, And I'm pretty sure those are right. But there's no way of me knowing because I don't actually have that account anymore. I deleted that account a while ago. And yeah. And the final question that I have from people is, what do I do for a living? So I've done a lot of things, but I haven't worked an actual, like 9 to 5 job or anything like that. I've babysat, house sat, pet sat, all that stuff. I enjoy being around animals, and my neighbors and family have always known that, and so if they're going away for any time, they'll be like, hey, we're going to be gone from this date to this date, and we'll give you this much, and all you have to do is come over to the house or stay at the house, and we'll, buy you groceries or whatever, if I'm staying at their house, that is. And, make sure the dog has enough food, and give me vet numbers and all that good stuff, and, yeah. But that's not a constant thing. What I do constantly is this. Although I don't make any money off of it, really. But something that I've stated multiple times in YouTube videos is that this... I guess this is going back to what I was saying earlier about school and how depressed I was. As I said, I've been making YouTube videos probably since... I'm pretty sure it was either senior year of high school or junior year of high school. And I was... I didn't realize I had been depressed most of my life. And so, I kind of got more of an understanding of depression and all that stuff. And that's when I started realizing that, something was wrong. And started to realize why I was tired all the time, or why I was sad so much, or why I just wasn't confident enough to do this or do that, or why I couldn't do normal things like other people could, and just a bunch of stuff. And I found through the years that I was the happiest when I was making people happy, or making them laugh, or, whatever. And so I started watching Good and BWO's videos and Fred's videos, although he wasn't a motivator for me. He was just, something to make me laugh. But I would watch Good and BWO's videos of Legendary, and I would be laughing and cracking up, and my day wouldn't seem so bad. And after a while, after they finished Legendary, I was like, wow, that was great. I feel great. And then I would, my friends would feel down, and so I would crack jokes and stuff like that, and comfort them and all that good stuff, and I would feel great again. And so I was like, this is something to make note of. And so then I would, I don't know, it would happen again. I'm like, it's that feeling again. And so, once again, made note of it, and I was like, okay, we're noticing, place in the right spot. We're noticing something common, noticing a common denominator here. And so it, that continued on, and then I was like, I can make YouTube videos. I can do that. And I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and so I didn't advertise and all that good stuff. And I didn't try to make connections with people. I didn't really respond to the community or anything like that, even though it was a small one, even smaller than the one I have currently. But it was still, you know, a community all the same. That bothers me that it's not even. I didn't even realize it wasn't even. We gotta tear it all up. It's wrong. Okay. And so I didn't tell my parents about it for a little while because I was a little, you know, my parents were always the ones, and I'm sure everybody else's parents were this way too at some point. But they're like, don't talk to strangers on the internet, don't do this, don't do that, you know, internet's a bad place, there's bad people, all that good stuff. So I didn't want to tell them about it, and then that was kind of hard to hide from them because we only had one computer and it was the only computer that I could use to record, and it was my dad's computer, but he wasn't around my junior and senior year because he passed away my sophomore year of high school, I think. So yeah, it was kind of hard to hide from my mom, but when she found out, she was super supportive about it and saw how happy it made me, and so she was like, here, let me buy you fraps and all that stuff. So I got fraps, and I eventually found the rendering software I use, which is Movie Studio HD11, and bought that eventually and all that stuff. And I don't know, I just kind of stuck with it because it made me happy, and every once in a while, you know, I get that comment that's like, hey, you know, this really made me laugh, or good video, or, you know, this made my day, or whatever. And it might not be in the comment section, but it might be from friends, or, you know, people that I have connections with on Steam that watch the videos or whatever. And so yeah, I've just kind of kept doing it, and then when I made this channel, I kind of understood a little bit more about what to do, and how to handle a YouTube, and how to interact with your fans, or your subs, or whatever you want to call yourselves. And so that's what I'm doing now, and I try to be more connected and all that stuff. And yeah, if you guys don't feel like I am being connected enough, I'm sorry. You can let me know and I'll try to do better. So that was a really long-winded answer to say I do odd jobs and I love doing YouTube so much that I really don't care about the money currently. But in the long run, I would like to do this permanently. Something else about my other YouTube channel, I hid it from my whole family. I begged my mother not to tell my sister because I feel like I'm being judged by my sister sometimes. And so I asked my mom to not tell her when I was doing YouTube on my other channel, and I think that was one of my downfalls, was that I was not open about what I was doing with my family. I felt like I needed to hide and not tell anybody and stuff like that. And so this time, that's been something that I've been working on, is telling the people around me and talking to them about it and letting them know, you know, what I was doing, because it's really, it kind of hurts my ego whenever I go up to somebody and they're like, so what are you doing? Sitting in front of the computer doing nothing? And I get that comment every once in a while. And yeah, I guess in a way I am just kind of sitting in front of the computer doing nothing. I hope it's a little bit more than nothing to you guys. That's what kind of keeps me going. As I said before, I like making people laugh and stuff like that, or making them have a good, or helping them have a better day. And so yeah, I hope I do that. So yeah, that's my little Q&A. That got a little more personal than I thought it would. Yeah, I feel really awkward right now. I want to go hide in my blankets, which is probably exactly what I'm going to go do. So, thank you all for subscribing and liking and commenting and just being supportive and being yourselves. Seriously, it's nice. I have a really nice community here, and I would just like to thank you. Even though it's all because of you guys that I'm at 100 subs. It's not really me. I just sit here and talk and play games that you've probably seen 100 times, but you watch me for some reason. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm Angry Hippie Lady. Once again, thank you for the 100 subs. It's been awesome, been amazing, and all that good stuff. And I've already got a plan for 200 subs, but I won't tell you until we get there. So thank you all for watching. I'm Angry Hippie Lady, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.